My name is George Irwin, and I'm running for my life. How many veterans in y'all? Raise your hand. Hey! How many Second Amendment votes support Second Amendment? Raise your hand.
Raise your gun.
Pro-life, raise your hand. Raise your hand.
Hey!
I was wondering where you right-wing extremists were at. Well, it's good to be with you today. Jen and Napolitano and DHS are outside the parking lot taking your tag numbers down. It's great to be here with you this morning. It truly is an honor and a privilege to be with folks that think like I do. You've heard from Chad Adams, you heard from Tim Johnson, you heard from candidates that are running for state office. And the great thing about this country for right now is that we get people that do step forward and are willing to run for leadership positions. And having said that, leadership is the action you take in life, not the position you hold. Just because some of these people hold positions, that doesn't make them a leader. It's the actions that they take, or the actions that they fail to take. And I think that we're seeing that on a national level. I think that 2010 can be a tremendous year for the GOP. I think that the year 2010 is going to be a tidewater to determine which way this country is going to go, because the path that we're following right now is not a good path to follow. The key to this is going to be leadership. The people that we ask to lead our party. The key to this is going to be that the Republican Party follows the Democrat playbook, that after we pick our leaders, that we surround the wagon around the leader and we move forward united together. We can no longer bicker and argue between ourselves. And just because our candidate doesn't win, get mad and take our ball and go home. That's how we lose. And in all credit to the Democrats, that's how they win. Because they gather back around, they get behind their candidates, they get behind their leaders, and they move forward. And it makes them stronger. If you want to win, that's what it's going to take. When I look around this room, this is a pitiful showing for this district. It is a pitiful showing for this district. And I'm not being derogatory towards any individual, anyone in leadership, or anything else. But I'm just saying that we've got to light a fire. You've got to have a fire in the belly. I've run campaigns. And when I'm in a campaign, I'm in it to win. I'm not in it to show. I'm in it to win. And if we're going to be in this to win, we've got to have the fire in the belly. You know, when I was speaking in Macon County here a month or so ago, and it's so great to be in Macon County.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll let me back in. I was telling them about a movie, and I couldn't remember the actor's name, but Gary, I've got it today. Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman and Keanu Reeves. They played in this movie called The Replacements, and it was about a football team. And this football team had gone on strike. The football league had gone on strike, so all the owners went out, sound familiar, and they got these replacement players. So Gene Hackman was the coach of this team, and there was this one quarterback that he wanted. He always had the tendency to choke. He always had the tendency to choke. But Gene Hackman wanted him because he had the ability, he had the skill, he had the determination, he had the commitment, but he would just, for some reason, always choke. It gets to the championship game. There's one play left in the game. That's all they've got time for. Keanu Reeves is the quarterback. He goes over, he talks to the coach, to Gene Hackman, and the coach says, "What do you want to do?" He said, "Coach, I want the ball." And the coach looked at him in the eye, and he said, "Winners always do." So I'm asking you today, do you want the ball? Do you want the ball? Because winners always do.
Yes.
But the key, once we take the ball, once you step forward and you make that commitment, and you're committed 100%, and you're going to be determined, you're going to have to show perseverance in 2010. We're going to have a quarterback. And we've got to have a quarterback that's not going to be a quarterback that's just going to be a run quarterback. He's not going to be a pass quarterback. He's got to be a balanced offense quarterback. So I'm here today to speak for Tom Fetzer. That I think that Tom Fetzer is the balanced quarterback that we need to move this party forward. I think it's great that we got people the caliber of Chad Adams and these other people that are running, but I'm here to talk about Tom Fetzer. And I think that Tom has the ability to raise the money that we're going to need to raise to compete. He understands the grassroots. He's committed that the state party has got to help the local county parties. It's got to happen. The state party should be sending money to the local GOP instead of vice versa. Because that's where it all starts. Because having run as a sheriff, that I know if my name was on the ballot and I had a contested race, it helped to stir people up. Either they're coming out to vote against me, or they were coming out to vote for me, but there could be a trickle-down effect. And we've got to have strong candidates from the county courthouse all the way to the White House. But we've got an intermediate area here in 2010, and so I'm asking you, as delegates, as you go to Raleigh, that I would ask respectfully that you consider voting for Tom Fetzer for state GOP chairman. Again, it's great being with you, and I will close with General George Patton. He said, accept the challenge and feel the exhilaration of victory. Accept the challenge. Thank you.